you know.
Cool.
What I can do is I can email you the edited part of this, okay?
Yep.
So we can kind of start from here, okay? What I'd like to do is, I'm going to set a timer here. It's always helpful, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, how you doing today?
Great.
Hey, thanks for
How's it
seeing me.
going?
I appreciate it, yeah. Hey, listen, I know we talked on the phone briefly, and I talked to you, I wanted to share this idea about the beneficiary audit that I've been having a lot of luck with. Did you get it? And I emailed you the document just so you get it. Did you have any chance to do it?
I saw it. I really didn't get a chance to look into it. But.
Okay, good. Well, that's okay. There's 3 things I sent you. I sent you a guide, how we use the document, the purpose of why, so I'll cover that for a little bit. I sent you a compliance approved letter that we can talk about, and then I'll show you the tool that I use, okay?
Great.
Have you used any beneficiary audits before?
No, we've never done
any of this?
Yeah.
How do your clients know, who do they use for a resource to make sure they have the correct titling and ownership beneficiary designations in their contracts?
Well, we would handle them if they're held here. I can't say that we've made a conscious effort to proactively do that on those held outside, things like 401ks or, life insurance policies that we didn't sell or things like that.
So if they come in, you'll give them advice, but you're not proactively calling them to help them with their 401ks or profit sharing plans or anything?
Exactly.
Do you think that they think it's valuable? Because that's kind of what this is all about. I mean, this whole thing is about, let me just kind of walk you through why it works. So if it's not valuable for you, tell me. But what we do is, here's the steps. We essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to send a letter out to your client, okay? And you can pick one client, you can pick 100. Letter goes out, and we're going to offer a free review service. By the way, Chet, I know you think I'm the insurance guy. This has nothing to do with insurance. This is about you just gathering assets from your client and providing a service, which I'll help you with, okay? So don't get your dander up or be defensive because this whole thing is, why I do this is because I'm just trying to provide value to your practice, okay? So we send a letter out, talks about the need for a beneficiary review, okay? And what is a beneficiary review? It's basically a free service, complimentary service to clients, where we can help them with titling, beneficiary designations, any ownership questions, RMD questions that they might have. And in taxation questions, we have a group of attorneys that can help them, or we can refer to someone locally that I work with. Everyone seems to love the process because what will happen is if you're going to ask them to bring in their statements for a review, okay, you're going to get a lot of statements, and I'll show you the tool in a second. And what's going to happen is they're going to bring in their group life policy. They're going to bring in their 401k from work. They're going to bring in what I've seen, an annuity from MetLife that you didn't sell. That someone sold them 15 years ago. Okay? They're going to bring in their mom's pension statement, which assets might not be here. They're going to ask you questions about their neighbor's LLC. Okay? I'm telling you, opportunity comes in from all over the place.
Okay.
When those statements come in, okay, we're going to have a conference call. We're going to have a 15, 30-minute conference call with your client. I'm going to ask them a lot of questions. The questions are going to be like, is this where you want the annuity to go? Or do you want it to go to your church or your kids, right? Because you've got it set up this way. And it'll uncover all kinds of things. So at the very minimum, I'll be helping to help your clients switch the titling, okay? At the very maximum, what we're going to do is we're going to identify opportunities, you see, of assets that aren't in your firm. And as a third party, I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, you know, what we can do is switch the titling this way, but that asset should really be transferred over here because they got a product to meet that. So does that work for you?
Yeah.
Do you want to try it with one person, 10 people? Because this is really probably better suited towards clients that are like 60 plus.
Okay.
You know, typically, you know, what you don't want, Chet, is you don't want your phone ringing off the hook with a 32-year-old teacher saying, would you look at my auto policy? Okay.
No, absolutely. And that's what I could see this working for is let's just say the better clients, so to speak.
So if I work with, was her name Mary out there?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I work with Mary and I get this letter and we can get it approved You'll send it out. Are you comfortable with me working with her, kind of role playing, so she can do the phone calls?
Oh yeah, you should be great for that.
You okay with that?
Yeah, no, she's great with the clients, so she
Okay.
knows what to say. She's great to go.
Okay, I mean, you and I have known each other for a while. I won't torture you with the guide, but I'd really like you to read the guide, okay? Just talks a little bit about our process that I just shared with you. It's just gonna talk a little bit about some of the things that we do around RMDs and some of the profit sharing plan work. And then here is actually the worksheet that we will use, okay? Again, I don't need to torture you with it, it's very straightforward. We're gonna help them with IRAs, any other qualified plans, any annuities. Chet, you said you had, what, 300 annuities on the books?
Probably.
Something like that,
Yeah.
okay? Again, personal experience, I've done this 100 times, you're gonna see all kinds of questions, okay? From, I don't need the annuity anymore, to, I really want the annuity to go to, to the Boy Scouts, to all kinds of stuff. And that's good opportunity. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
Life insurance, we've talked about this. Again, I'm not looking, this is not an insurance review campaign. This is life insurance, so you can look at it to make sure that you have an inventory of your client's insurance. We talked about that we had a client die in the firm last year, no one knew what he had. This keeps you in inventory. Executive benefits, right? We talked about the Bosch plant the other day. You have clients at Bosch, they have a non-qualified plan, even though you and I didn't write it. It's still, they're clients of yours, you manage money, they have money there, and they got money here.
Yeah.
Okay? Banks and assets and checking, I know you're not looking for those assets, but if they got $500,000 sitting over at PNC Bank, earning 0.2%,
Right.
again, good opportunity for you to get to call them, okay? Trust work. Do you have, I know you've been an FA at Raymond James for 10 years, do you have a list of all your clients' trusts right now?
A list of them?
Like, in other words, do you know that your clients who have trusts and who don't, I mean, do you keep that
Yes.
detailed
Yeah.
inventory?
Yes.
Okay. So maybe it would be good that you had just an update if they updated their trust recently,
Yeah.
And if that may not be a big deal. Sometimes clients go and set up irrevocable life insurance trust with Northwestern Mutual, and I don't wanna say behind your back, cause they might not know you don't offer it, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that identifies that, and then any charitable concerns they have. What I'll do, Chet, is after I do this, and then what I do is I'll give you some action items for
Okay.
each and every client.
Okay.
And the action items will say, add contingent beneficiary to IRA. Okay? You might not
Okay.
have contingents on each and every one. Remove ex-husband from group term policy.
Right.
We had one last year, client died, ex-husband got the policy, okay? What do you think the chances of us getting that money back for the kids? 0 and none, right?
Right.
Okay? So that's what'll happen, okay?
Okay.
And then we do that.
Okay.
So, and here's just a little example of my process, but does that seem like value to you?
Yeah. So let me
Any
see
questions?
let me
Yeah.
see if I understand the process. Is obviously with Mary, we sent out the letter. We have Mary follow up to set a joint call between us. So we're not bringing in the client actually for a meeting. We're going to do a joint call.
By the way, I'm willing to do the face-to-face. I've just seen it's easier to get clients scheduled for conference calls just to coordinate all our calendars.
Okay.
But, we're in
Okay.
a you tell me, what's best for you?
Yeah. No, it's fine to do the
Okay.
the call.
We gotta have the statements before the call, just to be clear.
Right. Okay. And then I'm thinking from a workflow standpoint, because I can see how this could become a bit tedious.
Uh-huh.
Not that it's not a good exercise, it could be a bit tedious.
Okay.
How many, let's talk about the advisors that have done really well with us.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
utilized it the best for their clients and for their business.
Uh-huh.
Are they doing 5 a month? Are they doing 30 a month?
Yeah, good
What is
question.
it,
I have examples where it hasn't worked, and I have examples that it worked. Let me give you both. Where it has worked, we do 10.
Okay.
After the 10, you and I re-engage and we say what worked, what didn't work. Did you like the process? Okay? My best relationships, I've gathered assets 5 out of the 10 times.
Okay.
And it's easy. Maybe 25,000 in one case, but in one case I did 500,000. That's a good deal.
Right.
Because we got the assets over from Fidelity, advisor was happy. That's a good relationship. So we do 10, and we do them in blocks of 10. Okay?
Okay.
I work with her, try to keep you out of it. Clients are happy, everybody's happy. Okay? Where it doesn't work is where we make the phone calls, you're kind of disengaged from it, you don't have time to set the phone calls up, and you'll get aggravated with the process. Does that make sense? So I'd
Right.
rather have you just say, you know, let's not try it. But
Right.
I'm asking you, if you like it, and I think you do, let's just try 10 and then we'll regroup. Fair enough?
No, yeah,
Okay.
I get you.
So let's just
That's
try
good.
10.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so then my next question
Yeah.
would be, and this may be a piece of the letter and maybe a piece of what you would talk to Mary about, but
Okay?
how do we seamlessly introduce you to this process? Because obviously a lot of these clients you've never met or talked to. So how do I position you, the services you